Hey, in today's video, I want to show you one bass drill that you should do every single day. I'll see you inside the video. Hey guys, James here from eBassGuitar. So one of the questions my students over in the Bass Lab Plus over at eBassGuitar.com ask me a ton is how do I get more speed, accuracy and dexterity into my bass guitar playing, specifically with the fretting hand. So today I want to show you a super important bass drill that I practice whenever I'm working on finger dexterity to develop the one hand per finger technique and get a ton of independence so I can play tricky bass lines like you heard me playing right at the beginning of this video, I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. So this is real world stuff that I've practiced a ton, and I promise it will make a ton of difference to your bass playing. So let me show you this drill. I'm going to start off very slowly and then I'm going to speed it up so you can hear where it goes. So everything I'm playing there is based on a humble G major scale, but I'm starting to mix it up a bit by playing scales in thirds. So what I'm going to do is take you through 3 stages so you can get to that bass drill, which is a really great workout for your fretting hand. Just before we hit the lesson content, I want you to know there's a completely free PDF which goes with this lesson, which shows you everything we're discussing today written out in standard notation and tab. So link in the description below. So what we're going to start off with today is a simple G major scale, but we're going to make 2 additions to it. We are going to add in the 9th and 10th degree of the scale. So let me show you what I mean here. So let's start off with a G. So we're going to go G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then we're going to add an A and a B on the top here, which takes us on to the G string. Critical thing is we're starting to use all 4 strings in this particular drill. Now what I want to do is put some really simple interval names to it so we can identify every single note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to identify the degrees of the scale. So the first thing that we need to do is simply practice this scale from the root up to the 10th and back again. Sounds like this. So the next thing we're going to do is start playing the scale in thirds. And what I'm going to show you right now is an amazing drill in itself, which I suggest you start with. What I mean by playing in thirds is we're simply going to miss 1 note out at a time. So we're going to play the root, and then we're going to go to the 3rd degree of the scale. So we're going to play root, or 1 and 3. Then we're going to play 2 and then 4. Then we're going to play 3 and 5 like that. Then we're going to play 4 and 6. Then we're going to play 5 and 7. Then we're going to play 6 and 8. Then we're going to play 7 and 9. And then we're going to play 8 and 10 like that. So first of all, practice it like that to begin with, just 1 octave ascending. Sounds like this. What I suggest you can also do whilst you're learning this is just break it into 4 note groupings as well. So you'd practice the first 4 notes like this. That will work as a great way to get the fingering patterns under your fingers. So once you've got the first octave down, going up, ascending, we need to descend. So what I suggest you do now is start on the 10th degree of the scale, and we're going to do the same thing backwards. And this is where things start getting interesting. Sounds like this. So we're going to go 10 to 8, 9 to 7, 8 to 6, 7 to 5, 6 to 4, 5 to 3, 4 to 2, and then 3 to 1. So put it in time, sounds like this. So what I want to do is take the scales in third exercises and play it with the drum machine at 80 beats per minute. As I said a moment ago, that is an incredible exercise in itself. I suggest taking it right out of time to begin with and just practicing it 2 notes at a time until you get the patterns under your hands. So guys, we're halfway through this video. I'd love to ask you, if you're enjoying it, make sure you like and subscribe to the eBassGuitar YouTube channel, because we release a lesson every single week designed especially for the beginner to intermediate bass guitar player who wants to take their skills to that advanced level. There's a red button somewhere around this video. So this is where the fun really starts. Once we've got the basic scales in thirds down, what we want to do is go up one, down the next. And what I mean by that is we want to work in pairs. So we want to go up the first pair and down the second pair of notes. So we're working within these 4 note groupings that I mentioned earlier. So let me demonstrate. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 3. Then we're going to invert the next 2 notes. Instead of going 2, 4, we're going to go 4, 2. So it sounds like this. 1, 3, 4, 2. So just play that round and round to begin with. So I'm going to talk you through the rest of the patterns now. I'm going to read them a little bit because this really will start to melt my dyslexic brain a little bit. But as I said, make sure you work in these groupings of 4s. So we've done the first 2 beats of 4 notes. Let's look at beats 3 and 4 of this exercise, which is simply this. So that is 3, 5, 6, 4. Like so. Then we move on to the next patterns, which is 5, 7, 8, 6, like that. And then the last pattern we've got, which is 7, 9, 10, 8. So let me play that all the way going up. And what I want you to notice at this point is notice how musical this sounds, because this is really exploring what is in our most fundamental scale, the major scale. So let me play it to you slowly. Sounds great, doesn't it? Now let's do it in reverse. So we're going to start off with 10, 8, 7, 9. And then we're going to go, which is simply 8, 6, 5, 7. So from the top. And then the next phrase, which is simply 6, 4, 3, 5. And then the last phrase, which is 4, 2, 1, 3. So all the way from the top down sounds like this. So let me play you it very slowly by itself from the beginning all the way up to the top and back down again. Sounds like this. When you're playing this, you want to be working 1 finger per fret all of the time, and make sure that thumb is sitting nicely on the back of the fingerboard so your fingers open up nice and wide. Now to wrap up this lesson, I'm going to play 8th notes or 2 notes per beat at 80 beats per minute. Then I'm going to challenge myself and see if I can double it up to 16ths. Let's see what happens. guys, that's the end of today's lesson. I'd love to ask you, have you enjoyed this lesson? Let me know how you got on with it in the comments below. I'd love to know whether you found this easy, medium, or hard, or anything else. Do let me know. I'd love to find out. Also, if you want to discover more drills like this, more drills to make you a better bass player, get more gigs, and really enjoy the instrument and play the best bass of your dreams, make sure you jump over to eBassGuitar.com. Check out the Bass Lab Plus. That's my private members training program. There's a link in the description below where you can join free for 14 days. Cheers, I've been James from eBassGuitar.com. I will catch you next time.